Then the author went on to mention the first point. When was the Qur'an revealed to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ? And which angel brought it down? The Qur'an was revealed to the Prophet ﷺ in the month of Ramadan in Laylat al-Qadr. And homework task number 1 is to find out what are the 2 ways that the Qur'an was revealed. And the angel that came down with the Qur'an to the Prophet ﷺ was angel Jibreel alayhi salam. And angel Jibreel has been described with many good characteristics in the Qur'an. He's been described as Al-Amin. He's been described as Kareem, having strength, having quwwah, as being Dhu Mirrah, a beautiful way and well-proportioned way that he has been created. And the fact that Allah chose Jibreel to deliver the Qur'an to the Prophet ﷺ is indicative of the greatness of the Qur'an. Because you send someone great, you send someone important for important matters. You send someone great and you send someone important for important matters. If you just want to get something from the shop, some milk, then you can send the child, anyone in the house, you can say go to the shop, and he goes normal, doesn't dress up for the occasion. But if there is something important happening, then you will send someone on your behalf who is important. You send, for example, something important, you send your eldest child, or if it's something even more important, you'll ask your father to go on your behalf. And the person will go dressed well for the occasion and so forth, if it's something important. So the fact that Allah sent Jibreel is indicative, i.e. it indicates that the Qur'an was something great and important, because the best of the angels was sent from it, was sent down with it. The second point in section number 1 that the author mentions is the first ayat which were revealed. The first ayat which were revealed. And the first ayat which were revealed were the start of Surah Iqra. The first 5 ayat. And you may find some saying that the first ayat to be revealed was the start of Surah al-Muddathir. But it seems that these were the first 5 ayat to be revealed in a restricted sense. So for example, if I say to you, what was the first surah that you learnt? But I'm talking in the context of when you came to learn with me, then you might say Surah X. But the first surah you learned was Fatiha. So it depends on the context. So there's a hadith that mentions Surah al-Muddathir, but that's in the context that has been explained by the scholars. So in summary, just the point being there, the first ayat to be revealed was the start of Surah Iqra. And the scholars, they look at which ayat were revealed first for a benefit, which will come later on inshallah ta'ala, and that is in understanding the rulings that have come down in Islam. So the second point in section number 1 was the first ayat which were revealed.